Steve is ready to pick it up and play it here in this first game.
Yeah, he's got quite a lot of games recently over the last few days. I think he's played like 11 games on it over the last like 2-3 days. And he tends to just go the same build every single game. He just goes right-click. The Mjolnir, Treads, Hurricane Pike, etc., whatever feels suited for the game. So he wants to be more of that carry. Cool style. Does mean that they're going to be really reliant on Zip Zapper to be this ganker as well with the 2 supports. So maybe it'll be a little bit tough because their lineup does look a little bit hard to just set up ganks.
Okay.
It's good to team fight in a way, but even then it's a bit questionable, at least versus DGGs. DGGs just looks a little bit easier to play, at least for me, but on that case, they could run into some problems with damage versus a Jug.
30 seconds.
But we'll see about that in a second. Level 1.
Yeah, having a bit of a poker loading under the tower, but of course they're not going to dive for this.
And let's see what the sneaky Monkey King's going to look at this. Look at the left side of your screen right now.
I was going to try and get in the back.
He's thinking about the couriers. Oh, he's in.
He's going for it.
And look at the couriers. They're outside the fountain, 3 of them.
Oh.
He's got Prime picking for 3 couriers. Here we go, Monkey King. Yum, 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 yum.
Who's he going for?
Oh, take the mids. Take the mids.
A Sky, wake up.
Oh, it gets in the
just
fountain.
in time.
Okay.
All right, just the 1.
Okay. And a denied bounty rune. DGG does deny 1 away. So a 1 for 2, a courier. So kind of even, I would say, because he got the courier kill. Slightly ahead probably for Bolt. Very slight though.
Let's have a look then at these lanes and Jay. I mean, in the mid.
Looks so pretty okay for Arc Warden, right?
I was going to say, Arc versus Zeus. I think Excalibur's going to have an all right time here, right?
I think so too.
Yep.
However, Zeus is pretty explosive. Like, this hero is insane how much damage you do deal. And Arc Warden can be, I want to say a little squishy. You do have a better, one of the decent strength gains on an Agi hero, but Zeus sometimes just, you know, this damage just gets so crazy so quickly. And it is tough to get on top of the Zeus as an Arc Warden unless you itemize. So we'll see if he does adapt a little bit throughout the build.
Down on the bottom. Did you like the way that they sort of finish things up, DGG getting that Tusk to run this Tusk Beastmaster lane into the Jug glitch? Yeah,
great save. I mean, Snowball versus Spin inside a lane is always amazing. And I like Tusk. I don't know, Tusk feels really strong right now. Just the small buffs he's gotten, I feel like he was already good at the point before he even got them. So yeah, he feels nice. Oh, nice play from Benga, and he actually gets the range creep onto the hard camp. But yeah, they're running a double melee lane, which sometimes can be a little hard to use, but this is exactly what you're supposed to do. Don't play the lane. You pull the creeps as much as possible.
Top lane, Zip Zapper, of course, bringing in the off-lane Dawnbreaker backed up by Pablo. I mean, these two are going to have a lot of damage that they can really throw at Pleb's Monkey King very early on in this laning stage.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring a lot of regen. Starting with the Headdress on Lodine that we've seen pretty much on every single 5 position now. Very necessary. Yeah, Dawnbreaker actually does... It feels like the highest damage level 1 in the game. Like, you just get 1 connection with your W, and then if you do even follow up with Starbreaker, it's
I mean, level 2 is kill time.
Yeah.
They're going to go for Pleb.
Ooh, nice, okay.
is there, so Lodine.
I like that.
We'll make sure that Pleb doesn't die to this. In fact, Pleb, he's going to jump back. He tries to, but the tree's been cut. Zip Zapper able to cut him down from the tree line. It will still be Lodine getting the first blood, and Pleb still able to make it away from Zip Zapper. So tree might be cut, but... He's...
Nice
Zip Zapper trying to get back in on this. Some aggression from...
He might die.
The Team Ball duo. Boundless strikes up.
One more. Oh,
not quite enough. He's going to be able to live that last bit of Tango regen. Saving him from going down, but the battling beginning already up top. But yeah, nice early point in the cold embrace. Really turning that around.
Yeah, I think very necessary in this lane. It's an unbelievable amount of damage. Zip Zapper will suicide himself. Going to be gone for 20 seconds. Give some time for Pleb to catch back up. So bottom, as we said, the Jug, he's going to have this really good lane.
Yeah, Gorg's going to be pretty happy with the lane setup from down bottom.
Yep, and they have constant kill threat also. Only has to be extremely careful how he does sit in the lane. So a lot of the times we have seen these Beastmasters, they tend to be able to pressure the enemy carry quite heavily because they axe spam. This is the lane that he just can't. Perhaps they can kill Bengan if he does step up a bit too far in some situations, but even then, it's a risk.
We might set up for an opportunity here.
Oh, no.
As MNC looking pretty dead. Gorg will be able to take the kill there. Getting active as soon as Gorg had hit that level 3 and had the 2 points in Blade through. They get an easy kill.
A very easy kill. Just handed to him. And MTD's actually pushed out of the lane. So nicely done from Excalibur.
A complete free farm for Gorg here so far, 20 for 10. See the difference already between what he's getting out of this lane and Pleb's getting top. It's quite the difference.
Yeah, it feels like they have 2 carries that are almost free farming, right? With the Arc Warden in the mid lane too. Definitely gonna be some problems that DGG has to fix, so perhaps some early rotation is going to have to be coming out from the Tusk to maybe try to gank this Arc Warden, but it's not the easiest, and we're already seeing a rotation at mid. Pablo is behind the Zeus already, who just TP'd back. Bottom MNT, getting aggressive, trying to get aggressive in here is crazy.
Now over in the mid, we'll see TP's coming in. They're going to try and save MTD from this, and with the Cold Embrace loading, it's going to give a bit of a chance.
Okay.
Another Spark Crave ready to go soon.
Nicely done.
Yeah, loading these early game Cold Embraces, stopping Team Bold from getting these kills that they pushed for.
He played it perfect too. Ooh, now he maybe didn't though.
He stepped up to the high ground into a Spark Crave, and with the Flux upon him, he's in trouble.
He is looking dead. He played it nice too. The thing is that he like Cold Embraced his Zeus, stood on top of him to remove the Flux damage, but then yeah, overstepped his bounds trying to go for this rune. Early aggression. Team Bald kicking it off with Pablo. I love that he made that move too. Dawnbreaker may be struggling slightly up top, but if he gets this kill on Zeus, like the game is blown open completely. Yeah, 2 lanes looking good. Gork with phase boots already. They have the Lich saving a point, so he's got Frost Shield plus Nuke, and he can get the Sinister Gaze if they see an opportunity for a kill. Yeah, this is scary. Beastmaster and Tusk now, I feel like MNT has to be super careful how he does these type of plays.
Top. Mango's at the ready. Zip Zapper. He's got enough for the 2 spells. And that last one coming in from Pablo.
Oh, the raindrop.
It's going to save him. Pleb. He's going to be able to walk this one off. He's out of regen, so we'll have to sit back for a little bit. No, never mind. He's got loading by his side, so loading will be able to top him off. Bottom lane, they'll go with the Blade Fury, but straight up TP out. We'll save the Beastmaster.
Oh, this is rough, though. Gork's going to be soon 6. They're putting no pressure onto Jug. MNT's level 2 on the Tusk. This is going to be tough to come back from in laning phase, because it feels like the Tusk is really that one that opens up movement on the map, as Pablo will get brought down. But yeah, it does feel like they're very reliant on making moves around these two, around the Tusk and the Beastmaster, and them having such a tough early start really does probably mean that Scalper is just going to free farm. Same thing for Gork. Definitely some concerns already coming in for their side.
And when you sort of see that this dynamic that Team Bold's running with the Jug and the Arc Warden, what do you think? What's Pleb's plan going to be as a Monkey King this game? Like, is he going to try and farm it up and match the pace of them, out carry them, or has he got to look to fight before the 2 of them are going to be able to get the items themselves?
I don't think he's going to be able to fight. Like, they're just getting smashed in the lanes, really. Like, bottom and top is quite disastrous. Mid is also just free farm for Excalibur, who's already about to be level 7. This feels like it's just going to be hard for them. It's going to be really hard for them to make moves. It's reliant on both Beastmaster and Tusk, but yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to be an easy one because there's so much global potential too, right? With the Dawnbreaker coming in, you're always going to have that ult to follow up if they do look to make aggressive moves with the Roar early. MTD
could be in trouble there.
He's standing his ground.
Yeah, he's trying to stay close to the wave to minimize the flux damage. TP does come in. Excalibur's going to send forward the Wraith to try and finish him off, but MTD's out to the side. And seeing indeed that just the pressure that's already beginning to be put on in this mid lane, making it more and more difficult for MTD to stick around and pick up the farm.
I love the moves, really. Team Ball, they recognize that their 2 side lanes are going so well. Like, sure, it slows down some of the farm for the Dawnbreaker, but he's getting good levels anyway. Jug, self-reliant, so they're just double bringing the supports to continue shutting down the Zeus. It's very smart. Left top. Every time he has to jump away, but his tree.
You got to be careful on these trees when you're near the old Dawnbreaker. Loading has got the heals, so Pleb will be fine. But indeed showing how hard it can be to try and jump away from a Dawn when the hammer's at the ready.
And both Hammer and his Calling Blade continuously looking for those cuts. Power Rune coming up. MTD needs help. He needs his supports to give him some assistance in mid. They're starting to rotate over, but it might just be too late. Spawns bottom. Haste Rune for Excalibur. He's just going to kill it.
Yeah, both the supports from DGG did head over. So top lane Pleb. Trying for Zip Zapper, but not quite enough punch on his own to take down the Dawn.
They just keep being late, the 2 supports, because they had such a bad lane. Like, MNT, level 3 still. It's 8 minutes in. Unable to pose any aggression on a Tusk early on always is a problem. This hero, sure, you do always have your purpose in later stages to stop these, you know, spin TPs and whatnot and to save people versus Omni Slashes with Snowball, but having a rough lane as Tusk usually makes things difficult. Because you don't contribute too much to team fight. You're more of this pick-off lane dominator.
Up top lane,
Pablo.
He could be in trouble. Yeah, with Thunder God's Wrath, he definitely is. They might find the chance to take down Pleb in return. A Zip Zapper. It's not going to quite be able to connect the Starbreaker. Good dodge to the side. And once again, the heals from Lodine keeping Pleb safe.
I feel like this Cold Embrace like completely salvaged the lane. Like this lane would have been a disaster otherwise. Very good on him to go for it.
Still, that farm difference between the carries is looking quite daunting.
Yeah, Gork's going to be... He pretty much has Maelstrom done. So his timings are going to be ridiculously fast, and getting this Maelstrom is really important, as we see. Versus the Cold Embrace, it's going to be massive once he gets his like, Shard plus Mjolnir, etc. MNT barely able to get away.
Has to get out of that. See, at this stage as well, the Spark Wraiths,
they hurt
huge amounts of damage.
Yeah.
MTD is very, very squishy to these. A few of them, and he'll die.
They're looking to dive. And do they have any help for him?
They've seen it.
I don't think so.
Nobody's able to get over in time. It's going to be MTD going down in the mid.
And there's nothing, like, Lodine has TP available, but versus these three, he does absolutely nothing. He's like, okay, I'll Cold Embrace you, and then you're just dead, because it's all magic damage from the three the Team Ball did rotate over. Yeah, really smart stuff. And Maelstrom done 10 minutes. Phase Maelstrom already on Gork.
It's definitely going to be one of the faster times we've had.
And look at this move. He's making his way toward top.
Kills. And he's in with the Omni Slash. Pleb does turn back nicely to pass him back over to the creep wave. So a nice little back step there from Pleb will keep him alive. And indeed, there we have it. 2 minutes and 21 seconds faster than the fastest that we've seen this tour on Jug. So Gork smashing some records here.
5.2k. It's insanely farmed. They are going to be able to get some pressure down bottom though, DGG. Bringing Pleb down there. And I don't know if Team Bald will want to fight this. Lich not quite level 6. Skywrath is 6, but they don't have the Dawnbreaker ult, so I think it's just going to be looking like a trade. And the Beastmaster, after a bit of a tough lane, he actually is doing just fine. Level 7 Dominator's done. Level 8 even now. But the Tusk, he feels like he's going to be this like 5 position. It feels like they're going to have 2 5 positions on DGG.
Yeah, we very much see, you know, for DGG Pleb, he's going for the Echo Saber. He wants to try and get involved.
I don't think he can. I don't think this game he can go greedy. If
you can't out-farm an Arc Warden and a Jug on your own. It's going to be impossible. You can't out-carry that.
They'll have to show up to fights.
Yep.
And they want to do early pressure as well with Beastmaster, so I like that he's going to go for this build. I also just tend to not really like the other builds.
You don't like the Battle Fury Monkey King, really?
Almost never. Maelstrom, sometimes you can see reasonings for it, but this just fits the best. It gives you stats, gives you regen, gives you everything you want as a hero, and double hits. So, good thing that DGG always does have going for them, though, is they can defend towers, right? With Zeus, with Wyvern having 3 points in Splinter Blast, it is going to be tough for Team Ball to just set up for tower pushes unless they dive past them.
That money just continues to tick up for Gork.
Oh, he is so farmed. But it's not the easiest. I mean, it's not the worst of Jug games, but it's not the easiest either, though, because there's
roar,
3 things that go through it. Yeah, and also into Wukong's. Yeah, there's a couple things that he does have to just be a bit careful of.
For sure, for sure.
But his itemization is going to be really natural this game, because he can get his phase, his Yasha maybe into whatever he wants, or Manta, whatever. But he wants his shard
what would you like to, I mean, in this sort of game, do you get like a Lincoln somewhere in your build?
He might. It's actually possible, just because of those double disables. But I want him to just go for standard. Get like phase, Yasha, shard, Mjolnir, and then you can kind of pick and choose afterwards. Maybe even a blink, as we were mentioning, because he's playing Zeus.
He's going to go phase straight Mjolnir.
Yeah, I think this is smart.
I mean, when you're hitting these sort of timings, if you can rush that Mjolnir, it's going to be deadly.
It is the highest damage that you can build on a Jug for your Omni Slash.
I like it.
Yep, and he's going stats as well, so he's just tanking up. He does not actually put extra points in Healing Ward because there's no pressure on him, so he will be tankier because of those stats and doesn't need to rely on going for something like a SNY or whatever, Manta, early on. Yeah, he's going to have it very early. Anybody Omni Slashes will likely die. MTD, we're seeing the Aghanims rush this game, so perhaps what the panel was mentioning about trying to cancel the Dawn ultis in a way too, it also, of course, gives you good burst, but for the most part, we don't see this build anymore in mid. We actually don't even see them doing the skill build either that he has.
No, for sure.
We usually see 404 or 413, something along those lines. He's 432, and not going the Kai Assange build that we saw mostly done from Tundra in particular.
Pleb's on the hunt. He's going to try and go for Zip Zapper.
The boars are on him. Not enough, though.
That was 4 heroes going pretty deep there, trying to find a kill. A poke towards Bangham, but they won't be able to catch him either. So a bit of time there with DGG there. They're trying to make these moves, but Team Bold are just not letting them get away with it.
Is it just me or these boars look massive?
Look.
Wow, he really doesn't want him to push.
I mean, plus 100 gold secured for Mr. Excalibur.
Sure.
That's the true support there, Bangham, being like, dude, I'm gonna throw out my Chain Frost to make sure you can kill the Helm of the Dome creep.
Don't these boars look giant to you? I don't know, they look huge to me. I mean, they're kind of like iguana kind of things, but I like them.
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
And also, he is going back now for Midas on Excalibur. So wanting to minus up those dominated creeps.
It up.
I mean, why not? I guess at the point when you're this far ahead.
I mean, you're already 2K. That's the thing, right? You know, Team Bold's going to be feeling pretty good. They've got a mid that's going Maelstrom Midas. You've got a carry rushing a naked Mjolnir. And you're getting away with it.
Yep.
So I don't think it gets much better than that for Team Bold in this early game. There we go. I mean, no surprise there. Out of 231 matches, this isn't a small pool of stats, ladies and gentlemen. 13 minutes and 35 seconds. I think I was faster than the average, to be fair. I was actually slower than the fastest.
Damn.
But try again.
Still fast.
Still, of course, very, very fast from Gorg. I wonder who rushed a Mjolnir faster than this. That must have been quite a game.
They've got the Dawn ult. Look at his damage.
Yeah, you can't fight this jug.
No. Healing ward down. They don't have a good way to snipe it. Can MTD dish out enough damage, though?
Zip Zapper. He will go down. Gorg wants to get back in. I mean, Blade Fury's up. He's going to be able to take down MNT.
Very nice.
So another kill for him on the way out.
And they do at least, so I was going to say, they're lacking something to set up for a lot of their abilities on the side of Team Bald. They have the Atos already on the sky, so pretty early on for Pablo to have it done. 15 minutes, not too shabby. And Excalibur trying to hold on to this mid tower. I wonder if he actually does commit for the Midas. I mean, he probably will. Mid, load in.
Gonna be a dead load in. Looking to Chain Frost, the Blade Furies, and the Spark Wraiths. Not a chance for him underneath the tower.
Cold Embrace was excellent inside of the laning phase. As this game does progress, it does feel like it's going to be very difficult ability to use versus this insane amount of magic damage and double Mjolnirs that are nearly done.
Yeah, here we go. Midas online.
He did go it. Okay.
I mean,
why not? You know what?
It feels bad if you don't, right? You're a hero that has the benefit of using it twice, getting that extra money. Yeah. You gotta buy it. You gotta buy it.
I'm cool with it. He's playing versus Beast as well, too. So until Helm of Overlord comes out, the creep walks up, and you see a boar, you can eat them all, so. Cool skill build also for Bangan. I mean, different. 1 point in the nuke. Usually not something you see. I guess he wasn't really playing a lane. There was nobody in his lane because they just kept like pulling and manipulating creeps. So now he just wants to be about that mid game when he's just literally a frost shield on towers and a frost shield onto his jug while he commits. Gork's got shard, so potential for him has gone up and up, but he might just get blown up here.
Oh, they've got the roar. They do. They find him. Walking up sort of the opposite set of stairs to the rest of his team, and he didn't expect them to be there waiting for him at the top, but they were there. They take him down. That's a big kill for DGG. This is a very, very farm juggernaut.
Now they can look to get aggressive. They can continue pressuring tower and even look for some dives if they do see anybody, but nobody's going to show. Huge kill. Who got the last hit on the kill as well? It is Own Me. So that's the Helm of Overlord. Should be done very soon. Yeah, 500 gold till he does have it. That's always going to be something that's tough to play against with these two supports in particular. Sky and Lich don't really do much of anything to the Helm of Overlord. And they're going to have, I believe they're going to have the Zeus Eggs in a moment too. So, and the Shard also on MTD. So hitting some good timings after some rough laning.
As we're saying, if they get that opening on to Gorg, not a huge amount that the team can do other than sort of outside of the heal from the Dawn.
Yeah, like I said, he might have to adapt a little bit with his build onto Gork. Right now, we're seeing the standard, is what I would call this. Just phase Mjolnir, Yasha, and then you'd adapt afterwards into your Manta or Sanj. Could be Sanj, could be SNY this game because he is playing versus those double disabled, but also could be the Lincolns, as you mentioned.
Another pick off here to the side, banging.
Big moves.
Oh, out alone in the jungle. They can clear up the Tempest double as well. Be some nice bit of money.
They're playing very smart around their vision, and that's one thing they do have a huge advantage this game.
Not quite.
Doesn't quite get it. But yeah, with the monkey scouting in trees, they have the hawk scouting all over the place too. It's a lot of different vision aspects that they're utilizing very nicely.
And Pleb.
He's getting aggro.
Hunting behind the towers here. We'll be a little careful, of course, around Pablo now that Pablo's got the ATOS done. He's got a great bit of setup and damage potential on his own now.
The ganking, though, for Team Bald, it's hard in comparison now. They literally have to rely completely on the ATOS, it feels like, to go for any type of setups. Well, on the side of DGG, everybody can kind of set up this gank. Of course, not Zeus so much, but the other four can easily set up for any type of moves. And now Aghanims is done, so MTD can join from across the map in 2 different functions.
See what they can get sorted down bottom. TPs are coming in. Excalibur leading the way with the Tempest double. DGG, they're still sticking around. Loading, trying to get back in on this. Now Pablo, he's caught him with the setup. And of course, Cold Embrace will not provide any safety against the Skyra.
Oh, maybe he can't go Lincolns, actually. Owned me, got a fake grenade. I don't know if you can't buy Lincolns.
That's actually true.
It's gone, sorry.
Game,
I mean,
yeah, you don't want to go for that.
It was likely he wasn't going to anyway. I think he's probably going to go something along like Yasha Blink, because he needs... I feel like they need something to get on the Zeus in the back line, even though it's going to feel a little awkward.
What about the old Yasha Basha?
I mean, maybe. I just feel like they need somebody that's going to be able to just dive through, because nobody else is going to be the one committing into backline to get on a Zeus. Or the Wyvern in particular.
Yeah, I mean, we're still there. You know, Team Bolt, they go for this smoke, but no real way of getting in on top of them when they're playing safely to the side there. DGG keeping it smart. Making sure that nobody gets caught off guard.
That can't always be the awkward thing that happens when you go two farmers, right? Your mid's a farmer, your safe lane's a farmer, your off laner is...
They're running the greed.
Kind of a farmer as well, too, as the Dawnbreaker, so it's extremely greedy, the way that they have set things up after having that dominant lane. We'll see if it pays off for them.
They're going to smoke toward the Dawn, of course.
A taste of the good.
Oh, he is looking it. Very dead.
Very, very. Not quite having the money for his BKB either yet, Zip Zapper. So losing a chunk of gold there.
They might be able to set up for Roche soon as well on the side of DGG. Only, as we said, Helm of Overlord. Also, their overall lineup of just playing around Vision is excellent, so... Could potentially force the issue or look for another pickoff and then try for it. Oop.
A little bit of a pause. 8 for 8. Very close on the kills, close on the gold as well. Now it's starting to really even up, less than 1k.
And it's feeling like DGG have, even though you see this Jug and this Arc Warden so farmed, they're so limited on what they can do around the map. It's like literally just the ATOS on the sky unless someone walks into them and eats an Omni Slash. While on the side of DGG, there's a Blink on the Tusk. There's Roar that can just easily set up for kills. There's a Curse that can set up for team fights with the Wukongs. So yeah, for Team Bald, it does feel like it's going to be hard these next few situations unless they're literally just walked into somehow. Like that.
Yeah, straight away. Pablo is easily able to turn and take down Loading solo. And DGG hovering around the pit, but not really with a very easy way of going for the Roche there. It's not going to be something they can push for at the moment.
So you have the full Mage Slayer, I believe, done on the Monkey King now. So seeing the double Mjolnirs, seeing the Lich Dawnbreaker, or Lich Skywrath in particular, it's going to be pretty useful.
They're making their way down bottom, but of course just the double pushing this out. Rest of Team Bold. Up around the mid. Excalibur's got his BKB done. So he will be fight ready.
Maybe with the double BKB timing, they're going to actually look to take a head-on engagement. Because as things are going, yeah, DGG does feel like they're getting quite a lot out of the map. And they're heroes, like we mentioned. It's not the easiest of jug games, so.
MNT's going in.
Okay.
He's gonna go in with a jump over to Pablo. See if he gets out of this. He's been caught by the rod of Atos. Pablo will get taken down. MNT's trying to walk this off. He's been cold embraced, forced to the side, but the Chain Frost bounces over. They'll try and use the Winter's Curse to keep Gorg locked in position. And Blade Fury comes to an end. They've got locked down with the Roar. Gorg's dead. Out of the team fight. There's been a buyback from Pablo. Buyback as well from MNT. Both teams trying to keep the fight going. DGG a little more comfortably so as they run straight towards the triangle. Team Bold, they have to retreat. Once again, Gorg just caught by the combo. I mean, the Roar, it's always going to have that benefit against the Jug, and owns me. He's making sure he's got it ready for Gorg every time.
And he's got Blink now too, so he always has the availability to set up after a curse. And yeah, like we said, it's not an easy Jug game. Like, he just can't walk in and go for plays like this.
Now,
so many different functions.
It looked like a bit of a crazy initiation there from MNT, but it works out. Yeah. Sure, he does die despite the best efforts of his team to save him with the force of the cold embrace, but it baits Team Bold into this situation where Gorg is pretty deep, and yeah, this Roar from Owned Me making the fights very difficult for Gorg to survive.
For the dead.
It's tough when they just have no real forms of initiation on the side of Team Bold, as we've said. Another one now.
They're going to get another. MNT, further catch there. Finds Zip Zapper stepping back into the triangle.
He is getting so poor now.
And they're looking towards Gorg.
Oh.
I mean, they're going to try with a setup. Immediate response there with a straight Omni Slash. And of course, without me honest, a lot of damage.
Oh, nice stun from
Not quite
Pleb.
enough. MNT's going to be able to turn with the punch up. That's Gorg taken down again. As DGG, they're ready to charge past the tower. Look over towards Bengen. Bengen's trying to bring that Pleb with him, but he hasn't got enough damage.
Another one.
Found the setup onto Excalibur. The curse is there. Roar's back up. They lock down the
and another one.
Arc Ward, and now with a punch up, they're going to get a team wipe. DGG starting to completely just steamroll over Team Bold. Despite the early game farm that the Bold have, DGG very much showing that they've got the tools to take them down.
Yeah, I mean, punishing the greed is really the best description. It's also just them having no way to start fights. Their start of fight is literally Dawnbreaker just kind of walking in and just gets comboed. There's so many different things that can just pierce through. Yeah, this is rough now for Team Bold. Going for this super greed, going for the Midas on Excalibur, going for double Mjolnirs. They have no way to set up a team fight.
DGG is going to be feeling very, very good about this now.
I mean, they're spamming the chat wheel. They know.
Now, one by one, they're finding each and every member of Team Bold.
When you're supports, when you're Zeus, just able to free cast in the backlines, it's kind of the dream. There's no way for them to get on top of these squishier heroes. Even when Dawnbreaker has BK, this does not feel like a timing. It just feels like then he's going to get hit by either a curse or a roar, and then they're going to save a secondary one for the Jug. It really does feel like they need, they needed a blink sooner on somebody, but don't know if that would have even changed anything. A Dawnbreaker with a blink early sounds pretty sad.
Gorg is going to try and get his S&Y complete for the next fight, but with the way the last few bits of action have been going, you see that just the gaps have been closed completely. Now MTD, he's as farmed as Excalibur. Pleb, he's up there level with Gorg. The
he gets the bash
just closed completely, and bottom lane Pleb. He gets the setup onto Zip Zapper, and of course without Aghanim Zeus, there's always going to be follow-up.
And now another thing that the Jug has to watch out for too, the Basher on the Monkey King. Sure, it doesn't work on Wukong's, but just being able to hit him and stun him through his spin there as well. Level 21 now on Pleb. After Gorg had that amazing start, level 18, you see how quick things turn just because, yeah, easier forms of taking fights, having team fight in general on the side of DGG. And great vision control, something we did mention earlier.
Trying for the setup there. Onto Pleb.
I love the itemization too. It seems super basic, but you sometimes don't see people do it. Just a 4-staff on Wyvern. I feel like that just kills all the aggression. You see an Atos come out from Sky, push somebody away, and that's all the... You kind of just deter everything that Team Bold was trying to do. Smooth sailing it's looking like for DGG.
Some really nice teamwork from DGG in this big game. Very much shutting down Team Bold.
And just swinging across the map too. They pressure bottom, they put the Hawk down to be able to scout, and then they run directly to top to go for Gorg. He's gonna be able to TP, or is he? The roar! Oh my god. That was so close.
That was a That was a close one.
Spin TP is not safe.
No. Got to be prepared to do that very early as soon as you sense something going your way. And Gorg did that time. He's out.
Blink on Wyvern, blink on Tusk, blink on Beast. So they're gonna get controlled every time on the side of Team Bald.
I mean, they're coming into the jungle at DGG. Team Bald's got to be careful.
Uh-oh, Bangan.
Already to the side, Bangan looking very dead there. And Pablo, see what he can do to keep himself alive. Not enough. As he goes down, Zip Zapper's got to run. I mean, into the base, they're already diving. Plebs in on top of Gorg, they've got the Roar. They're locking down Gorg. You will have the Solar Guardian heal coming in. We'll give him the chance to turn, get this Omni Slash off. And with the BKB in the corner place, Pleb, he's going to be fine. Gorg's got to step out of the Wukong.
Zip Zapper.
Zip Zapper ends up outside of the base. He'll go down. See if Excalibur can hold here with the Tempest double. He's going to try his best with the Spark Brace laid down. MNC caught in the Blade Fury, but he's forced out to the side. Gorg's going to look to chase, but again, the Cold Embrace saves MNC. Gorg has to back up. Excalibur will finish off MNC on the defense. They'll get the Tusk. They won't get anything else there. And they did have to use a buyback from Bengen.
But look how confident Pleb is, knowing that he can just jump into the high ground. Doesn't need to even worry about Omni Slash. Eats the whole thing with Cold Embrace and with his Wukong's bonus armor.
And Team Bald's going to smoke straight out here. They know with the way these fights have been going, tackling DGG when they've got the full 5-man live, especially, you know, MNT's Tusk has been coming in with some great plays. They've got to go whilst he's down.
They have to go when any of the cooldowns are down as well, too. Roar is back up, but...
He's got his blink ready. He's out of there. They can't catch him.
It's looking rough.
Yeah, Pleb's just getting massive.
Yep.
Scardy's going to be next round the corner for him. 22.
What was... I feel like at the Dawnbreaker, Zip Zapper's net worth has been stuck at the exact same amount for like 10 minutes plus. Every time he shows on map, he just gets killed. So after having that good lane really addressed...
And did get a lot of space up top.
He did.
But indeed, falling behind, particularly in comparison to his counterpart, who owned me on the Beastmaster, he's just been having huge impact. 4-0-8. The Roars have just ruined Team Bald's cause in the last few team fights.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I haven't seen too much Dawnbreaker offlane. I've seen it mostly being played as support, mid, or carry. It does feel like it's difficult, especially if you have two farmers and then you have Dawnbreaker as your offlaner. It feels hard to, like you said, hard to make plays. You're completely reliant on your supports to do everything.
Yeah, it's absolutely what you're missing in this situation.
Yeah.
So at this stage, when you've lost the last few team fights, it's going to get close to the point where, you know, of course, it's not as strong as it was before, but Excalibur's just got to work his best way around the side lanes with the Tempest double and just try and keep the pressure off the base so they can, you know, get things back to where they were able to have this space to farm and continue to try and just max out on their cores.
They do have pretty decent high ground defense as well too, right? They have the Frost Shield, they have the Arc Warden bubble, they have ways to hold on to the game, but from what we saw already, DGG, they're confident just diving past the towers, going for kills.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro.
So what Excalibur's getting next.
He went Blink.
All right, extra bit of ability to escape.
Split push, escape, a couple different things he can do with it.
They're going to try and hit him with another smoke, Team Bold.
Okay, Gork's got a Basher now too, so getting a bit stronger. But just, no, they have like no team fight, really, on their line. They have no disable, no team fight.
Yeah, and that's the problem, as we've seen multiple times, just the old Cold Embrace and a 4-star. They're out of the combo, and that it's an illusion.
They didn't reveal on the smoke fully,
but double going for it. They're still under the smoke, so
they're very aware of it though on DGG.
DD Rune as well for Pleb. He's going to be able to take down the double.
Easy money.
Roshan not quite up yet.
This is I mean, look at this Monkey King.
He's just
3,800 HP next to the Golem.
That's a lot of money as well. 5 doubles there, 1,380 gold.
That's up.
And they've got to stay well away from this Team Bold. They don't want to fight this Monkey King right now.
Roche up in 30 seconds too. Team Bold kind of, they're pretty much trapped in their base. Fighting around Roche is going to be super difficult too, as we mentioned earlier, just the vision aspect that DGG has naturally. they're going to have control of the entire area, so they'll see them all coming. And just, yeah, so many different forms of starting the fight.
And it is hard to find them out. I mean, I guess, of course, nowadays with the change on arc warding, you don't have the bots, right? So you're not sending out a double to push out these side waves. So it's all about fighting with this build. They're going to look for that. Smoke time here from Team Bold.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The desperation smoke. As we've said, no stuns, really. It's like Bangan has to walk in and Sinister Gaze somebody for them to set up for a kill, it feels. And the vision. Pleb, he'll break him.
Who's starting the fight?
There just isn't anybody.
They're trying, you know, sort of chase them down with these smoke movements, but just never being able to get the jump. DGG and playing it comfortably. I'll start going for the Roshan now. And hard to sort of see if Team Bold going to be in any sort of shape to fight this. They know it's happening, but it's falling down pretty quick. And it's gone.
That Gork will just get roared, punched, Wukong's, everything onto him if he tries to walk in. Who's going to take the shard? Does he want to give it to Lodian? I think he deserves it. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, honestly, with the amount of cold embraces that he can use and save people in these fights, he's going to get a lot of benefit from that.
It's nice with the shard, with the level 15 talent as well, too. Oop! He's getting caught.
Got the curse. Into the punch. And, of course, the damage from Pleb, not even a chance to try for an Omni Slash. Just fully comboed down there.
Deep breaths, bud.
Spamming their channel.
Dead for 70 seconds.
Yeah, tough game. Tough game for Gork. Fully addressed in the picks.
Absolutely. You can have all the farm in the world in the early game, but if you've got this amount of heroes, and when DGG is playing as well as they have been, there's been some really nice stuff from them this game.
Yeah, really enjoying, especially Lodian. I think even though he's like 2 and 5 or whatever as this Wyvern, I think he saved a lot of awkwardness that could have happened in the laning phase, where perhaps Team Bald could have like snowballed off of some early kills. He kind of deterred any type of advantage being set and pushed forward. Now,
and Pablo tries to show himself for the combo, but he just gets blown up.
FTD just blinked into the base and went for it too.
He's gone. He has to buy back Pablo. They're going to try and continue to defend this top set of racks. 20 seconds until Gork's back up. Clever, of course, getting low, but he has that Aegis.
I love the Splinter Blast radius too. Look at the range that it goes. That 15 talent on Wyvern. After the Cold Embrace, of course.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Looks like they'll give some respect. They've drawn a line to push up bottom.
Excalibur just trying to get some damage online, getting that Daedalus next.
I mean, maybe next time drew the line to bottom, but his team maybe made the executive call of, hey guys, we might be able to get a jump.
And the temptation will be there if any Team Bold's members step up.
So they still do have pretty much everything available except for that Zeus ult. Okay, they will go back. A blink now done on the Dawnbreaker, so some way to perhaps start a fight in a very awkward manner. BKB blink in and try to Starbreaker somebody.
Maybe when they've got the Orchid. You know, ZipZap's trying to get the Orchid, so he wants to go for the Blink Silence.
Okay. But they've even got a BKB on the Zeus. Like, they're very prepared, very protected.
Yeah, if Lodian's quick, you know, with quick finger movements, he can still blink out, force out.
Yep.
If they try and Blink Silence the Wyvern. And yeah, he's actually queuing up a BKB himself, Lodian. So, making sure that any sort of attempt to itemize for these backline supports is likely to be countered by DGG's preparation.
Now they're ready to smoke across. They even have the Golem. Ancient Granite Golems pushing bottom, mid being shoved in, top being pushed. They know someone's around here farming. I mean, now they see ZipZap, but even scanning toward their Ancients.
He's going to be straight out with the TP. He's not sticking around.
He has the BKB, though. The Zeus has the Nimbus.
Now he's
going to get bashed.
Oh, there it is. There's the bash. ZipZapper.
Oh, look at Pleb. He swapped in the Mage Slayer to the Moon Shard when he was on his way over, so that attack speed. Very nice.
Some 5-ed stuff there.
And even though he had Blast Drag effect, he was able to remove it, of course, and then continue to hit him to get the bash.
See how much they can push with this. 1 minute left on the Aegis. Not too long.
He's 25 on the Monkey King now, too.
There's going to be some more money. The old double.
And now he can just set up the Wukongs once he gets the high ground as well if he feels threatened at all. And it's going to be massive, the area that it covers. How can they hold?
I mean, yeah, this Monkey King is just tearing through the base. And how do you push this man back?
Excalibur has finished a Daedalus on top, too. So his damage is... It is there if he's actually able to stick on targets at all, which has been one of the bigger problems.
I'm going to try and get in, but the curse is going to come in. It's going to be a 5-man curse. They're locking them down. Omi's in with the roar. They focus score. Take him out of the fight. They will lose Pleb for once, but he's going to be back for round 2 with the stages. See a buyback come out from Gorg. Pleb lines up the boundless strike. Is caught by the silence. The Omni Slash is there.
Dead.
They will manage to kill him. Gorg is going to look to try and charge for more, but Lodine's already out with the blink. See if Gorg can afford to continue to chase this. Still have to be careful how they proceed towards DGG.
It's a buyback from Gorg. They do get a huge kill, though, and hold the rack. So, all right, not bad. Starting to see the Arc Warden as well on the high ground. Look at the damage the Excalibur was able to do. 6,000 in that last fight.
I mean, eventually the greed will pay off. Well, on these cores, you know, when you have sort of like a Daedalus, Mionis, Satanic,
they just
Arc Warden, and
they just have those stuns. The thing is, they just have no disable, so it's very tough still for them to make a lot of these plays. But a good hold onto the high ground. And that was a 5-man curse that started the fight.
It was a lovely curse from Lodine. We'll see it again here. Gorg trying to get in, but yeah, fantastic jump there from Lodine. And again, just everything on the jug. Does the job. With that buyback, Team Bold able to hold and get themselves back out on the map.
And they're switching things up. Zip Zapper's now going for an Aghanim since he's a glorified support now at this point. He's going to be just about buffing up and healing up his Arc Warden, who is the true carry. And Excalibur is... Did we hit 25 yet? No, he's 22, okay. Near 25 on both cores as well. Yeah, Gork actually is going to just about hit 25. He's 24, he just ate the tome. So let's see if they can hang on. If they can keep this going for the greed.
There's a roar on all... a double roar.
Double
He's
roar.
got his refresher roar
He
here,
does.
mate. We've seen already how disruptive the ults have been from him. He's going to have 2 to throw out.
And MTD also finishes up a whole Octarine plus hits 25. So his damage also through the roof. This Zeus. If he's not addressed in the fights, we'll just rip them to shreds. So still a very hard game for Team Bald, but perhaps dissuading DGG from going for a high ground push again for some moments. Probably until the Roche always can't just be a risk versus that magnetic field plus Lich.
I see Excalibur considering his options.
He's gotten so much gold just in these last... He literally just had finished up the Daedalus, and now he has a full Hex. He did sell the Midas.
He did, yes. Midas is gone.
But that's pretty huge. This extra form of lockdown, as we saw, that's kind of what tripped up the Monkey King. And they need, as you mentioned,
to catch.
They need any type of stuns they can get. That counts.
A couple of hexes. It's going to be a nice addition here to the defense. Oh, outside of the base though, Gorg. He's been caught by the balance. He'll be able to get the Blade Fury off in time. He's trying to run, but the roar's there. Holding him in position, holding him in the Wukong.
Another one.
There's the second roar, but he's very tanky. They can't quite kill him. Gorg's going to be fine. He's able to turn with the Omni Slash, but the curse is there, as well as the Cold Embrace, trying to protect Pleb. They'll be able to bring down Zip Zapper. They'll lose the damage double. They're going to lose Gorg as well, as that's going to be the 3 of them out of the game. No buyback. GG, that's it. The game is over.
They just stepped outside the base and got caught. Perhaps could have held on for a bit longer with their high ground defense with the Arc Warden, but DGG, they're on top of playing the aggressive